Hi, I'm Dean, the owner of Functional Fitness Centre in Loughborough. We have been here since 2014 and we specialise in strength and conditioning, building people to be literally stronger, leaner and fitter. I've currently got around 114 members at the moment. Advertising for me is pretty simply like the way we see everything now in life. So, I knew how important it was the more things I started to discover online and to look into. And that's what captured me to realise how powerful marketing actually is and how much we see it day to day. Before I'd met Martin, I'd been sort of researching myself and looking into, trying to find the best ways and what people get attracted to. But it's such a minefield, I suppose, in regards to sort of there's so many different ways to do it. I'd done a short course on it to try and work it out, and I've really found, that powerful and understood how powerful it was and thought I knew a lot. But then sort of digging deeper into it, that's where I then found out that there's so much more to learn and I just haven't got the sort of time to do it on my own. Whilst doing it on my own, I was getting results. I was struggling with sort of like, I suppose, seeing the scaling sort of, where the results were coming from. So I had many avenues that were bringing leads in, but I just sort of was struggling myself on knowing exactly where they were coming from. I wasn't structuring it well. The one thing that was annoying me the most really with doing it myself was having enough time to do it. Like, same as any business, Tesco's, a car company, whatever it is, as we know, one person does one thing and they need to be doing that one thing, focusing on that to be good at it. I wasn't focusing on that. My passion was to be on the gym floor and that's really where I want to stay. But understanding the powerfulness behind it and the fact that other staff couldn't do it, I knew that I needed to be in that sort of area and solely focusing on it. Working further with Martin and, the calls that we had and stuff is great to catch up. It really sort of got me to understand that there is so much more depth to it, which really led on to more frustration of, prior to doing this with Martin, to sort of seeing that there is such a further area to sort of learn, which obviously is, again, down to the fact of not having the time. Dumb Fit Bros really got my attention from the marketing, which is, again, the power of what they do, the way that they shot the videos and the way that they started to, really take over the market, if you like. It directed me straight in because I know Martin personally anyway, but knowing the way that the company worked and the way it drawn me in with their marketing proves that it's the right thing that I want to then obviously, invest into. So I know Martin from meeting him at a networking event, a workshop that we went to. The thing about Martin really, I suppose, is the fact that he's straight talking. I'm a straight talking guy, he's a straight talking guy, and that's what you need in business. You can't be fluffy and airy-fairy. Straight to a point, and obviously when we're looking into things, it's just about being precise to the point of exactly what we need for the business, without sort of allowing any distractions. Before starting with Dumb Fit Bros, my main concern really was to obviously the outlay of money. We're in this game to make money, but one big thing is obviously the fact that Martin will always say to you that if you can't earn the money that you spend, and then you won't, and then you won't have to pay the investment, which is a no-brainer for me. So for me to get Martin on board, the decision was made simply when I come off a call with him. I'd spoke about my business. As any entrepreneur, as any business owner, you get hyped about your own business. I got back, sat down and thought, literally this is my make or break moment. The way I like to look at it is Martin works for me. So he works for me and does a job within my business. That way round, it sort of really clicked for me and made me think, you know what, I need someone like him to run our ads so I can then focus on the staff and everything else that needs pushing forward. So in the marketing world, there's obviously many people that do this. If I'm totally honest with you, the reason I use Dumb Fit Pros is simply because it's a one scenario business. So it's literally focusing on the ads, the campaigns, and that is it. That is what I need in my business. There's a lot of companies and a lot of places that do different sort of scale of things through the business. But honestly, you need the leads in. These get the leads in, and it's we then serve the people as they come in. So from the day that we took over, that Martin took over for the business, it was literally within, I think, 7 or 8 days where the ads were up and running. It was the leads were coming in, and that's when my inbox started going crazy. And, you know, onwards and upwards from there. Since getting on board with Martin, it's allowed me to really scale my business and look, like, for me, the staff environment is a huge thing, and I'm a massive team player, so like I love to know that they're getting my attention as well. Without that, they're not getting my full attention, which makes me feel like I'm sort of like missing a trick within the team at the gym. It's also enabled me to now reinvest back into the gym. We've literally just had someone in to look at our interior design, so now we're going to try and spice things up a little bit. We've got a cafe area, it looks okay, but I want to now invest a little bit more money into it, which this has enabled us to put money back into the business and, you know, and really sort of like give it a fresh new look. As it says on the tin, done for Fit Pros, I do feel like it's done for me, the ads. And now knowing that that's, like I say, the last puzzle that's in place within the business, it's just really allowed me, like I said before, to be able to like drive the areas I want to in the business, and I suppose step back a little bit and run the business as opposed to feeling like I've got to be the one turning the cog. In regards to growth, since being with Done for Fit Pros, we've really sort of excelled and filled our programs. My main goal now is to work on something that my passion lies in, and that's my strength camp. So now I'm able to get the leads in fast. I've filled up the applications and the leads from the other programs, and now I'm able to really focus on what my passion lies on, and the whole reason that I'm self-employed. Being self-employed, you don't want to be locked into doing all the jobs. You know, you want to then appoint them to the other staff so I can then focus on where my passion actually is. So before working with Martin, obviously, I like to think I'm quite clever, and I like to think I know my stuff. So therefore, being that egotistic style character, if you like, I looked into things and really tried to do it myself. Whereas actually, it takes a lot more than that. So sort of, if I'd have known sooner, I would have put this in place to sort of eliminated that finding out myself first and just gone straight in so we can get the leads in, get the programs full, and really get the vibe that I want in the gym.